without further ado, man, Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV here with the new super bantamweight, the new WBA super bantamweight champion of the world, Raeese the Beast Aleem.
Hey.
Yeah, everybody go crazy.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Man, what's going on, sir? And how you doing,
I'm
man?
doing good. Just trying to kick back, trying to recover from the fight, but I'm doing good.
Man, you woke up Sunday morning, Raeese, as the new WBA super bantamweight champion, man. What was that? What was that sleep like on Saturday
Man,
night?
well, actually, I ended up pulling the all-nighter because we had to catch the flight, the flight to Vegas pretty early, So I was just soaking it all in and everything, and just kind of reflecting back a little bit with my trainer and everything. But it's an amazing feeling. It feels great. There's still a lot more to be accomplished, but man, it's a great feeling. I beat a very game opponent, a very tough fighter, and I got the job done.
Absolutely. An 11th round TKO versus the very game Victor Pasillas. Man, I mean, take me back to the fight. In the bout, there's 4 knockdowns. The first knockdown coming in the second round, a little bit of a looping punch, right? You land a looping punch flat on the chin, and boom, just kind of looked like a nerve reaction, man. Vic just went down. Tell me about it.
Well, coming into the fight, my trainer from Michigan told me that when he punches, he keeps his hands down. So when I fight southpaws, I like to throw a right hook. But it's a timing thing. You have to time it just right. And
Right.
It was the start of the second. He came out. I threw it. I was surprised I dropped him with it, but then that let me know, like, okay, light bulb, I can hurt this guy. I was hoping he didn't get back up, but he's a warrior. He took it. He got up, and we continued to fight.
Right. He and continued to fight. You both did. He went down 3 more times in the bout. In the 11th round, the referee just finally calling a halt to it as he went lumbering down from another series of punches. It seems like you have a deadly combination at 122. You've got a combination of speed and power. In particular, you showed that you've got one punch, stun you, stop you in your tracks, put you down power, and then you've got long range, cumulative, beat you up and get you out of there power, man. Is this sort of a coming out party for you, Raeese?
Well, for me, I've always been here. I've always been here. I've just been overlooked, which is okay because I get moments like this that just pass, and I get to show up and show out and just get to prove to everybody what I'm really about. I don't have to stand on the sidelines, jump up and down, and scream how good I am. I'm the type of man that wants to show you, and that's exactly what I did.
And speaking of wanting to show, by no stretch of the imagination is the 122 division devoid of talent or devoid of young challengers and champions who are willing to take on a guy like yourself. Without jumping back into the saddle too soon, we want to give you time to savor the victory. But you and I both know that stormy roads are ahead once again. In a division that is starting to bubble over with talent. You got Luis Nery, you got Romero, you got Brandon Figueroa, you've got a ton of guys. You've got Stephen Fulton Jr., the newly crowned king of the division as well. Where do you go from here? What are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for that title shot. The title shot is next, 100%. And I'm eyeing Akhmadaliev. He has the super belt. He has 2 of the belts in the division. He hasn't defended his title. Everything that I hear about this guy is spectacular. People saying he's the He's the best fighter in the division. He's this, he's that. I want that fight. I want to fight the best fights. You know, the best fighters in the division, I want them on my resume. Just like Pasillas was one of the top fighters in the division. To not only have that win, but to have that stoppage, that feels amazing. And I want Akhmadaliev next.
How do you think you match up versus Akhmadaliev?
Honestly, I think we match up pretty good. You know, he's southpaw. His style, I think we made for a very exciting fight. You know, he's coming to fight. He's gonna throw bombs. You know, he's the champ, and I think I beat him. Kind of a dominant performance again, but I definitely think that I beat him.
So without question, is it on your mind that you want to unify the 122 division?
Oh yeah, you know, to be able to do that, that'd be amazing. You know, that'd be absolutely amazing, and it's a goal. You know, the first step is winning the world title. You know, so
Absolutely.
it's all one step at a time. But I have to do that first.
Absolutely. And in that, so and it does take away the sweetness a little bit of the victory, knowing that it's an interim title, but there is a golden ticket attached to it that says that if you want it, you can go and get it. When are there any talks in the works? Is this just sort of something that you see down the line, or are we looking to get back in there sooner rather than later?
Well, preferably I'd rather get in there sooner than later. You know, get back to the gym, back to the lab, and you know, work on some things. I probably won't watch my fight for like a month. You know, I'm gonna sit on it for like a month, and then I'm gonna reflect back on it. Uh, yeah, so probably by June. You know, I'm hearing some talks, maybe you know about 5 months or so. So maybe about June.
Okay. So those talks kind of start pretty soon, huh? Right after the fight's over, uh, it starts up again slowly, huh?
Yeah, yeah. You know, I want to fight 2 more times this year. I already fought once. You know, fight 2 more times, win the title, and then defend it before the end of the year, and keep it moving.
No doubt, no doubt. Um, what do you normally do? So you just fought Saturday. It's Monday night. Um, what? How long do you let yourself rest? I mean, you went 10 and three-quarter rounds, right?
Yeah.
Um, what are you doing first? Are you icing? Are you just kind of laying around? What are you up to?
Every fight's different. You know, it depends on how you come out. I'm fortunate enough to come out with relative no real injuries. You know, no cuts, no knuckle injuries or anything like that. But my legs, my legs hurt. You know, my left thigh is killing me. My right calf is killing me. I had a blister on my foot. You know, so I
Oh,
have to let my body recover. This is the first time I've ever had those type of injuries after a fight.
okay.
So I'm just kind of playing it by ear, but at least a good week and a half to 2 weeks of just recovering and you know preparing to get back into the gym.
Do you go anywhere specifically for your recovery? Do you have a post-fight recovery team? I know like guys like Sean Porter, they've got specific routines and they kind of do like an exit camp. Are you just kind of letting it hang out, or do you have like a dedicated regimen that you go and kind of unwind on?
I don't have a straight up regiment. I kind of do new things, you know. So like leading up to the fight, you know, getting massages and sports massages, or just going somewhere so they just straight up stretch me and stuff like that. I've done. After the fight, not so much. Maybe you know, getting some hot tubs and whatnot. But I'm trying to figure everything out because you know I have some new injuries that I've never really had after a fight. So I
Right.
gotta just kind of play it by ear, wing it, see work what works best for me.
Good, cool, man. Are you going on? Well, I know it's still quarantine, so you can't really go anywhere in particular. You just hanging out around the house, or You
No,
plan?
my daughter's in Florida, so I plan on flying out there and spending some time with her, and I might even work out when I'm down there and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Florida and enjoy myself a little bit. That might be the highlight of the things that I do before I really get back into training.
Okay, yeah, no doubt. Uh, post-fight meal. Post-fight meal when you finally get, because the last time we talked, you told me, you said, man, I got a little inner fat kid in me,
Oh
right?
yeah, oh yeah.
So what have you been eating the last day and a half?
Well, yesterday I ended up going to Rolling Smoke out here in Las Vegas. I got like a bunch of ribs, 4 rack of ribs, and like 3 beef ribs on top of that.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, them
Shout
beef
out to
ribs.
Rolling Smoke, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Rolling Smoke. It was fire. It was real good. But
No question.
I got like 2 weeks to be able to eat whatever I want to eat, you know. So today I've just, you know, been doing a bunch of interviews and just kind of laying back. So tomorrow I think I'm gonna go get a tomahawk steak,
Mm.
enjoy that, and we'll see what I come up with the next
So
day.
you're a steak man.
Yeah, love
Mr.
steak.
Aleem is a steak man.
I'm a meat eater. You know,
Okay.
a coach told me I should go on the all meat diet to see, you know, how I feel and everything, but
Oh,
I don't know about all that.
you don't know about all that. So how you getting the tomahawk steak? How you eating it, Raeese?
I'm eating it medium
Okay.
well.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do it bloody, but you know, I don't want it too well done either.
You dropping steak sauce on there? Are you an A1 guy, or are you just a don't want to offend the cook? Let me just take it down. Regular. Let me get the juices.
So sometimes I go half and half, just so I don't, you know, like fuck it up. I, you know, half steak softened, half just the regular steak.
Yeah.
You know, when you get that tomahawk, you got the big boy. So
Yeah, man. You gotta come to play when you get the tomahawk steak, cat. Right?
oh yeah,
You can't have step on the tomahawk steak, man.
exactly.
So as far as the world of boxing goes, uh, there's a lot of rumor and talk going on right now about a potential matchup, man, which I still can't believe, right? In the world of boxing, you probably already know. I see your face changing. Uh, Manny Pacquiao and Ryan Garcia. Is that cap, or can you actually see that thing coming together and making some sense?
I mean, but like, you know, the fact that they're fighting or the fact that they're fighting in the exhibition,
Right.
you know,
So what do you think about that? And do you think that is actually gonna happen?
I mean, I think the exhibition fight will probably happen before the real fight happens, but it's like Pacquiao still has a belt right now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
so you have 2 active fighters, you know, with belts and whatnot, and they're talking about fighting each other for exhibition and what, like, that's bad. That's bad for boxing. You know, if they're at the end of their careers, they don't have the belt, whatever they want to do it. That's one thing. But I don't know.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, man, Pacquiao is a WBA welterweight champion, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's your
that's what I
WBA brother.
that's what I thought. I mean, hey, if they fought in a real fight, yeah, I'd like to see it. Do I think it happened right now? Probably not. Garcia probably needs maybe 2 more fights. Then
Mhm.
maybe I could see a fight, depending on who his next fight is. If it
Right.
were Tank and he won, that'd be, you know, that'd be huge. But maybe 2 more fights, then I could see them probably doing it. But I don't know.
What if him and Tank fought? Ryan and Tank.
I could see that fight happening before him and Pacquiao, but you know, I would probably roll with Tank on that one. I mean, I don't know. It's tough, you know. It's kind of like a 50-50 one. You know, it's
Yeah,
a
without
big fight
question.
in boxing that needs to be made for the fans, for the sport. It should be made.
Absolutely. Let me get your response to the main event on your card. We saw Stephen Fulton Jr. Take down Angelo Leo by unanimous decision. What'd you think about that fight?
You know, shout out to Stephen Fulton and Angelo Leo,
Cool
two
boy
great
Steph.
fighters. What's that?
I said, cool boy Steph.
Yeah, you know,
You know?
shout out to them. Angelo Leo, you know, he's a hell of a fighter. I have a lot of respect for him and his dad. Fulton put on a great performance, you know, great game plan. I assumed he was going to come out and try to box, and in the later rounds probably get tired from using his legs. But he came out with a great game plan and executed. You know, he beat Leo at his own game, which
Right.
was impressive. Uh,
Absolutely.
you know,
Over a
and
thousand. He threw over 1,000 punches in that fight, according to CompuBox.
right, you know, and he wasn't tired at the end.
No,
You know, wasn't breathing hard. So it's like,
no.
okay, his cardio, stamina, endurance is at an extremely high level. Uh, yeah, you know, it was good. The only thing is like, you know, I go forehead to forehead with the guy for 12 rounds, and I don't drop him not once.
Mm-hmm.
I don't stun him not once or
Mm-hmm.
stagger him. What
Right.
does that say about me? That just says I can't punch. Like at the when you get to an elite level, you gotta be able to put down the top guys. That's how I feel.
That's how you see that, as you see scoring knockdowns as a way to separate yourself from the rest of the herd. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah, you know, it's just you have to be able to do it. You know, because like when you get to that elite level, everybody is just better and better and better. If you can't put those guys down or if you can't knock those guys out, you only hold the title for so long.
Do you see yourself finishing your career at 122, or do you see yourself moving up at all?
Well, I see myself winning the world title at 22, defending it, and eventually moving up. Yes.
Is that stopping at 26 or 30?
I wouldn't mind stopping at 30. You know, I have to explore the possibilities and the options and what's going on and whatnot. You know, once I win it at 26 and defend it, then it would be 30 or 35. You know, it would just depend on the opportunity. Ideally, ending my career at 140 would be pretty nice.
Hmm.
Probably not 47, but probably 140. But you know, that's a timing thing. First and foremost, got to reach the short-term goal, and that's become the world champion in my division.
No doubt. So when Raeese Aleem lays in the bed at night and he starts to drift off to sleep, and the dream fight dances around in his head, who is in the other corner? Anybody.
Well, I mean, well, lately it's been Akhmadaliev for practically ever since he won it. Because you know, Daniel Roman had the super belt, you know, the undisputed belts and everything, and then you know he beat him. So really, ever since he won the title, you know, I said it then too. It was like he has the perfect style for me. You know, I want that fight. So right now it's Akhmadaliev. That's who I want. You know, probably the best fighter out of the world champions right now.
Sight set, zeroed in on Akhmadaliev to win the full WBA 122 crown. Raeese, it's been a pleasure. I've had a good time watching you. We all enjoyed your fight, man, and we hope that you heal up and rest up. And we look forward to seeing big things for you in the future here at Fight Hub TV, brother. Congratulations, man, and best of luck to you. And have fun with your daughter in Florida.
Hey man, thank you. I really appreciate you. And till next time.
Next time, sir.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Hub TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Hub TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.